Hello, welcome to our Getting Started in EVE Online Guide Part 9. So this is all about skills. If you're wondering what skills do we train at the beginning of the game, you should be probably training these skills. So this is going to be focused on free-to-play skills. So if you ever quit the game and come back and you're not a members anymore, these skills will always help you. So the first thing would be going into the second skill tree, maybe evasive maneuvering. So we pretty much figured out what all the free-to-play skills are, and then we pretty much want to stay within those limits. So you could buy the acceleration control skill. You could... Oh, that's right, we have to buy skill books. So there's going to be no skill books in this station. You're going to have to board your Caldari shuttle. Then you're going to have to set your destination to the station that has these skill books, so you could buy these skill books. So now, once you've gotten there, buy the skill book, Acceleration Control. So you should be able to level us up to level 2, we believe. We're not 100% sure, we're just did all this last night, but if you learn Acceleration Control, maybe learn that up to level 2. Yep. Acceleration Control 2, Evasive Maneuvering level 2, High Speed Maneuvering level 2. Those would be the skills in this skill tree that we're training. And then in the engineering skill tab, maybe there's just energy grids upgrade up to level 2. That's probably it for right now, right? We're pretty much just looking to get skills up to maybe level 2 and maybe level 3. Mostly intelligence and memory skills, like hull upgrades and maybe mechanics level 3. So I think we didn't get anything in the skill tree before this. Maybe we'd want to learn the repair system skill. So this is another cheap skill. It's only 45,000 to buy it. And then we might as well just learn that up to level 2. It seems to train pretty quickly. Then we could keep rearranging our skill tree at the bottom to put the skills that train first at the top, right? So if we go to the shield skill tree, we could train shield operation up to level 2 and maybe shield emission systems up to level 2. And then in the drones tab, we could train drone avionics up to level 2. So you always have drones 5 and light drones operation 5 because those are free to play skills you definitely want to get. And for the drones, we got all these skills. Oh, we got drone interfacing, drone sharpshooter, drone durability, drone navigation, medium drone operation, and repair drone operation. So you should be able to get all of these skills on free to play. Try to get all of them to level 2 for now. Well, if you're free to play, don't throw a bunch of random skills on your skill tree. It'll take you longer to train them. Pretty much if you're in members, try to get these out of the way. And if you're ever not a members, they would still be of use to you. It's pretty much the main thing of this thing. We're trying to get used to using free to play skills, just in case we don't come back again. Then we'll be like. We can't use our big ships that we got so used to using. So this is kind of what our skill tree looks like at the moment. Then I believe we go and look through more of the skill tab, more skill trees. Alright, so in this skill tree, this would be the hacking and scanning one, right? So we get archaeology to 2, astronomic range finding. There was whatever those skills were. Criminal connections in the social tab. We could get criminal connections up to 2 probably. So free to play, you could get all these skills up to level 2 that we're training. At least level 2. So later at some point, after these are all trained, then you'd want to decide what skills you want to level up further. Pretty much after this point they start to take a lot longer to train. And if you go to the trade, there's only like 2 skills. You get a trade level 3 and marketing level 2. So those are free to play skills, you might as well get them. I believe broker relations is level 2 max free to play. So as long as we're trying to max the free-to-play skills, that's what we're aiming for. We'll probably have a video later about what is all of the max free-to-play skills, so you'll be able to help plan out your tree later. But we could train broker relations up to level 2 if we want. Alright, and then in the production tab, so we could train industry up to 3. And I'm pretty sure free-to-play doesn't really get too much more than that, right? Free-to-play doesn't get much more than industry 3. So we'll just put industry up to level 2 for right now. Industry level 3 would take a bit. Oh, we didn't have a room on the skill tree, that's right. You could only train 50 skills at a time. So we know we're going to have to train missile launcher operation and light drone operation, but let's just remove them from the tree right now so that we could add industry level 3 and get that out of the way. The main thing is all these quick skills, they take up precious spots on our tree. So if we go to production, we could train mass production. Oh, mass production 2 was free to play as well. Alright, perfect. That's pretty much everything in the industry tab. And there was nothing in the other tabs that we really need. So if we wanted to go down to the bottom, maybe remove the longest training skills, right? We just remove light drone operation, because we're looking for some good members skills to train. We're barely looking to go into members, right? Just remove everything from your skill tree that's over 1 hour. That's what we did, or we're doing that at some point. Perfect. So I guess you could look over the tree, see what it is. If you wanted to get the ship command skills, you could buy the frigate skills for all of the factions, right? So you could buy the Amara frigate, Galante frigate, and Minamatar frigate. They should cost 50,000 each. Then you could train them to level 1 if you want. You could buy the industrial ships of all the factions. So you could buy the Amara industrial, Galante industrial, and Minamatar industrial. And you might as well just train those up to level 1. This would at least allow you to fly the different ships of the different factions, or at least the different small basic ships. Pretty sure free to play only goes up to industry level 1, right? So you never have to level industry after it's level 1. Something you might want to do is go into the gunnery tab and get your different gunnery weapons. So it'd be like small energy turret, small projectile turret, and just train those up to 1 for it now, just to be able to use those weapons. And then maybe in the missiles tab, maybe buy the rockets skill, and then just train the rockets up to 1, just so you can at least use the rockets. Yeah, and then maybe missile bombardment, maybe rapid launch, target navigation. And I think we just train these up to level 1 or 2, or maybe we don't, because we're remapping to perception and willpower. So it would be better to train these later, but I guess we do train them to at least level 1. Perfect. And then what's left here, maybe surgical strike. So we weren't going to level surgical strike, but it just takes like 30 minutes to level it to level 1, right? It would give us a little bit boost to our destroyer's DPS if we want to do something with that. But there we go, there's a whole bunch of skills. Now we're just going to look at some member skills, right? So members, you don't want to dwell too far into member skills. You just want to get the laboratory operation. Laboratory operation would cost you 500,000, so it's not expensive or anything. It's just that it's is a members only skill. If you are subscribed for 1 month, this would definitely be something to get. This would definitely pay back for itself, and you'd be making a profit from it pretty much as soon as you learn the skill. And as soon as you start researching stuff, would pretty much be the next episode. So if you learn laboratory operation, research, and metallurgy, you could learn those 3 skills. I think we could like train them up to level 2 or level 3 if you want. So if you're free to play, you can pretty much ignore these skills completely and just focus on your other skills. But if you are members, don't spend too much training time on them. Just get them up to level 2 right now. Pretty sure metallurgy didn't fit on the training queue, right? Advanced industry probably didn't fit on the training queue, but we would learn them at some point. Perfect. So now that we have learned all of these skills we need, we can just right click, go back to the Tranquility Trading Tower in our personal assets, and then that's all of the skills we need